ability out of him. We're getting, oh my goodness, he forgot about the other side. That's so crazy. Let's go for it. Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Benny, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to play the decks that you guys commented. Now, here's the first one. It's a Skeleton King Mortar deck, and I took the liberty of choosing the best Skeleton King Mortar deck, so I went through Royale API, so you guys can be sure that every deck I show, I'm showing you guys the best version of it, and we'll kind of teach you how to play it. And these are actually pretty solid decks. This one is one of the top decks right now for Mortar, which is pretty cool. So we're going to go for the Miner on the tower, and we also have the Mortar firing, and that's kind of one of the nice things that you can do with this deck, is using the minions to kind of counter push with your Miner and then have your Mortar firing. Let's just kind of wait and see what he plays. He's going to go for a Little Prince. We have a Minion Horde, which is a great counter to both the Little Prince and the Goblin cage there, because if he pops his Little Prince ability, it's not going to take out our minions. He's going to drop a Rage. As soon as we see Rage, that's a bit of a red flag from maybe like Goblin Giant or some sort of beatdown where they want to catch us lacking. So you know, just be aware of that. Let's start the Mother Witch in the back again, and then just see what happens, see what he goes for. I could start my Skeleton King in the back as well. Because he fireballed the Mother Witch, I'm going to start the Skeleton King in the back now, and then we'll probably Mortar at the bridge with the Skeleton King in front of it. It's very similar to Mortarbait, I think, where you play something in, you know, like it's like having the Knight in front of the Mortar. He's going to go for a Knight to defend. We could Fireball to get some really good value, but I think I want to hold off to kind of see what he plays, because we have our minions in rotation, and those are really quite good for kind of clearing things up. So we'll play the minions right there on the Little Prince, and then the minions will go back to help take all of this out, and then we'll go for a Miner push there, and let's see what he plays. He does have Fireball, so I want to wait to play my Minion Horde, but I am going to play my Mother Witch here, and then if he Fireballs, then we can really take advantage of you know, him using his Fireball and kind of punish him a little bit. We're going to have to play our Skeleton King here to just kind of slow down that damage, but now we have Evil Mortar in rotation, so let's go for the Evil Mortar. And then I'm going to play a Miner behind the tower, because I want to pull anything he plays behind the tower. So there you'll see the Evo Knight. He's going right behind the tower, and that'll help the Mortar get some damage. Let's even use our Skeleton King ability here. I'm going to play the Mother Witch up high. He's probably going to have to Fireball. There's the Fireball, but we do get a shot on tower. That's going to be some really good damage, and the Mortar gets another shot as well. That's pretty crazy. So let's cycle the minions here, and then there's the balloon. So let's play the Minion Horde here. Let's play Goblins. Oh, that was a good Miner by him, actually. I didn't expect that so high, but we can just pull with the Mortar, and that's going to be full countered, and then we can just start kind of Miner cycling him. So let's just wait and see what happens here. I'm actually probably going to get ready to Fireball pretty soon. Let's start the Skeleton King here. And then let's play the minions in a second once that Mega Minion locks onto our Skeleton King. And then we can play the Mother Witch up high, because then he can't really get like the crazy amount of Fireball value. Let's Fireball that Little Prince now, and then let's go for another Miner. And that's going to be... Alright, you guys, next matchup, and this is going to be Hog Mortar Mighty Miner. Now, this is a pretty solid deck. He's going to go for a Ram Rider off the start, so I'm going to play my Mighty Miner right in front of the tower, and then I'm going to log so that she doesn't get as much damage when she hits the tower, and that'll be defended. Now, one of the nice things about this deck is it's very similar to, you know, like any Hog Cycle deck that you play, in the sense that you have, you know, your ranged card to help counter, and then you know, you have your counter push ability, so it's a pretty solid deck. Let's go for the Royal Delivery right there on the Guardian, and then he's going to go for the Firecracker, so I could Hog Rider. I don't really want to waste Elixir, but I do want to get a King Tower activation, so I'm going to do Skeletons here, and then I'm going to Earthquake just to kind of take all of that out. We aren't able to get the King Tower activation just because he played the Skarmy, but that's okay, it's not a big deal. And then I'm going to go for the Mortar here, and let's just kind of wait and see what he goes for. Alright, we're going to get a lock on tower. I'm chilling with that. He's going to go for a Mega Knight. Now we have Mighty Miner that can full counter that. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the Mighty Miner walk through that lane, and then I'm going to Hog Rider opposite lane. So let's just wait, and then let's use the ability, and let's Hog Rider opposite lane as well. Hog Rider goes in front of the Mighty Miner, so that's pretty messed up with him, but that's okay. Actually, it's going to kind of work out, because the Mighty Miner will take out the Valkyrie fully, which will leave him not able to have much of a counter push. So we get some good damage there. We have some good damage on both sides at the moment, so I cannot complain too much. Now, I don't want to use my Musketeer quite yet, because I mean, I could cycle it in the back, but I'm not too crazy about using it yet just because of that Ram Rider. There's the Ram Rider, so now I play my Musketeer, and I'm just pulling it with the Mortar. And the reason why I played it in the middle to the right here is because I wanted the shot on the tower on that side, and so you can get away with that against cards like Egiant, Goblin Giant, and Ram Rider. It's risky to do against Hog. Sometimes it won't always pull, so just kind of be aware of that, but definitely worth the play. Let's play the Mighty Miner right here in the back to cycle. Then I have Royal Delivery to take out that Musketeer. I'm going to cycle my skeletons. Let's Royal Delivery right now, and then just kind of wait and see. Let's play the Evo Mortar up high to pull that Ram Rider again in the exact same way as before. I'm going to play skeletons on the Ram Rider. It's not a great counter to the Ram Rider, but I just wanted a little bit of damage. And then I'm going to Hog Rider opposite lane here, and we're going to get some good hits out of the Hog Rider. We can log the Goblin Barrel. This is definitely a very solid deck, especially for anybody that's playing like upper mid ladder. I mean, like, it's good for any point of ladder, but if you're playing upper mid ladder, it's definitely a competitive deck still. So I would recommend playing this deck if you guys have these cards leveled. And let's go right on into. Alright, you guys, this next deck is crazy. It's a great deck for top ladder. Oops, was not paying attention, so we will take a little bit of damage, but it's not a big deal. We can Royal Delivery next time he goes for that. Now, it is the Egiant Tornado deck, the one and only deck that currently dominates the meta. Definitely worth playing if you have Egiant leveled. A lot of my friends have switched to playing Egiant, which, I mean, I judge them a little bit, but I mean, you know what, it happens. See, this guy's got Inferno Tower, so he's kind of got a hard counter to us, unfortunately, but that's okay. We do have Lightning, so we will make it work. I'm actually glad we're playing against a hard counter so that I can kind of teach you guys how to play against those decks. Let's Royal Delivery for this Goblin Barrel. We're a little bit late, but that's okay. And let's get right into it. So one of the things you can do with this deck is you can kind of cycle the bowler in the back, and when you do that, it's really hard for them to make any type of push. The only thing is I'm not gonna have enough elixir to Egiant if I play my bowler, because then I'll have to cycle again. So I'm just gonna cycle my knight, and then I'm gonna play my bowler now. And then one thing is it might be worth doing slow pushes eventually so that I can get that lightning value as well. But we'll see. Now, another really amazing thing is I don't actually even need to Egiant here. I could literally just Tornado to get some value out of all of this, so I think I might just take advantage of that. Let's just wait and see. Okay, actually, I am going to Egiant because we ended up kind of having more than I expected going on there. He's going to go for the rocket, but that's going to be a pretty big mistake. Anything he plays now, I'm just going to Tornado it into the Egiant. Actually, he plays Evo Knight, so I don't really need to. We're going to get some really good damage out of this, and then we can use our Evo Knight to defend his if needed. Let's just wait and see. Okay, we get some good damage. I'm going to play the cannon just to kind of as a cycle, and then I'm going to Royal Delivery right here, actually. I'm not even going to use my Evo Knight yet, and that's going to be pretty well countered. We'll start the bowler in the back again, because if he Goblin Barrels, he's not going to get the value that he wants out of it. And then I'm going to play my Evo Knight right here, and then I'm going to get ready to Egiant and then Lightning. So let's go for the Egiant now, and then we're going to Lightning in a second here. Let's go for the Lightning right now. Take all of that out. Boom. Not too bad. And then I'm going to Tornado just kind of preemptively into everything on the Egiant, and let's get another bowler going. Now, we could have used our Tornado to kind of go on the tower, but it's not a big deal. Evo Knight is going to shred. I don't know why our bowlers just turned around. That's messed up. Let's play our little Prince right here, and then let's play the Knight as well to kind of just tank for everything. He's going to go for a rocket, so I'm going to go in with an Egiant, and then I can Lightning again. One of the things about this deck is you can really Lightning cycle pretty well. Shoot, I didn't expect him to play the Inferno Tower when he played that Goblin Gang, actually, so we didn't get the Lightning that we wanted, but that's okay. Let's play the bowler right here in the back, and I might start Lightning cycling him. 317, so, you know, we can get some good damage out of this, I think. Let's just wait. Let's cycle the Knight again, and then I'm going to Lightning right here just for some value on that little Prince. And then let's Tornado everything right here onto the tower. Almost get it. It's okay that we got the King Tower activation. It's not really going to make much of a difference, I don't think. Let's play the bowler right here, and then we have the Evo Knight for when anything comes out. So let's just play the Evo Knight right here, and then I'm going to lightning, and that is going to be good. Alright, you guys, this next deck is a custom deck, and it is a bit of a menace deck, I won't lie, but actually it's not made terribly. So I figured it's worth showing to you guys, especially if you're playing in mid ladder looking for a deck that kind of, you know, uses multiple different cards. And one of the reasons why I kind of like this deck is because of the fact that it uses the Dart Goblin for range, and then you have the Executioner to kind of take out Splash, and then you also have Skeleton King and Evil Recruits, which go together quite well, truthfully. So there's a lot about this deck that I actually am a bit of a fan of. So definitely worth using if you guys are in mid ladder. That healer is going to get on our tower, but I'm not too worried about it. I don't want to use too much elixir to defend against this guy because he's definitely playing E-Golem. As soon as you guys see, oh my gosh, okay. Only thing about this deck is we don't have a spell to deal with that pump. But because he pumped, I'm going to go with the Evil Recruits right here, especially because he used his Barb Barrel. And I think he's going to be screwed here. He has to lose one tower. I don't think he can defend both. He's going to defend the side that has a pump, which is a good plan. But yeah, you can really punish people using your recruits. So definitely worth using. The nice thing about this as well is I play a lot of E-Golem in top ladder, so I don't know about you guys and where you guys are in the meta, but you know, it's just one of those things. He's going to go for the E-Barbs. I'm going to tornado them back, hopefully. Dang, okay, we're going to take a bit of damage here because I was hoping to keep the Dark Goblin alive, but we weren't able to. But that's okay. If we had our Executioner out, would have been a bit better, but we're chilling. Now I'm going to cycle the Royal Recruits here in the back, and one of the things is he's probably going to play his E-Drag, which I have to be aware of, but he doesn't have Tornado and Cycle right now, so that's good. We're going to go for the Mortar, and then I'm going to play the Dark Goblin here just to kind of shoot everything. The Dark Goblin is a great range card. It does a ton of work on everything, and then let's play the Executioner right here, and then I'm just going to wait a little bit. He's going to go for the Golem, so I'm going to Tornado all of this together now. And then let's use the Skeleton King to kind of tank. Let's go for the Barb Barrel on that Golem. Or not the Golem, sorry, the Little Prince. And then we're going to lose this tower, but that's okay. Because I think our counter push is going to be pretty solid. Let's get another Executioner down here. And then just kind of wait. Okay, he's going to pump. So as soon as we get that E-Drag down, I'm going to go for the Royal Recruits. Let's play the Goblins to keep this alive. Let's go for the Royal Recruits now, actually. And then he's going to play the Little Prince in the back, so I'm going to go for a Mortar here. And then let's just kind of wait, and I might try to get the Skeleton King down. I think I will, because that'll be really good value out of him. We'll get the entire ability out of him. We're getting, oh my goodness, he forgot about the other side. That's so crazy. Let's go for the Barb Barrel for the 3 crown. Alright, that's going to be a good game. Wow. Okay, alright, you guys, last matchup. It's going to be using my usual Mortarbait deck, but with a little bit of a switch here with Pekka swapping out Knight. Now, the person who recommended this video was actually able to make the Ultimate Champion using this deck, so you know, I have a lot of people who, when they start playing Mortar, they have a lot of trouble playing against Mega Knight specifically. So if that is you, there's no, I mean, one, there's no shame in it. It happens to everybody. But two, this is probably a pretty decent deck to help you out with that. The Pekka is a pretty good counter. So let's try it out here. You know, Mortarbait is amazing and I love it, so I could never kind of pass on an opportunity to play it. He's going to go for the E-Golem in the back, so I'm going to play my Skeleton Barrel. He's also got Monk, which is kind of annoying, so I'm going to play my Pekka here to kind of help counter the Monk, and then I think I'm going to play a defensive Mortar, and I'm playing it at one to the side, and the reason why I'm doing that is just because I want to pull the E-Golem as far as I can. The Monk ability is going to shoot one thing back at our Mortar, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about it. He's going to go for a healer, but it was kind of a bad healer in my opinion. We should be okay, and then let's just wait. I'm going to drop the Goblin Gang up high here. Let's go for a Skeleton Barrel as well. The only thing with the Pekka is you don't have as fast of a cycle, so that's just one thing to kind of keep in mind. We're going to get some good value out of this Little Prince as well because he's still alive. Let's use the Little Prince ability here, and then let's go with some Spear Goblins as well because he used his arrows. He's going to drop Rage, so I know he's down on Elixir, so I'm going to Evil Mortar opposite side now. And then let's just wait. He's going to go for Evil Archers. Good play by him. That'll counter our Evil Mortar. I'm not even going to bother trying to defend it, but we get some really good damage out of that Evil Mortar. Then we'll just drop the Goblin Gang right on top of the Archers because to defend them, you want to play something right on them if you can, so that you don't have to worry about that incredible damage buff. And now let's just kind of wait and see. Let's go for a Skeleton Barrel. and then he's going to go for the healer, so I'm going to start the Pekka in the back here, and it looks like he's probably going to try to build up a bit of a push, so that's okay though. I'm going to play a defensive mortar. Again, it's okay if he uses that monk ability. I'm not too worried about it. But I am going to wait to play my little prince until after that monk ability goes out. He's going to play E-Barb, so I'm going to play my little prince right here to shoot the E-Barbs. And that way the monk will not be shot instead. And then let's even play a skeleton barrel here for the Infernal Dragon to kind of help distract it. He's going to go for a healer at the bridge, so I'm just going to fireball for all this value and get those archers down. He's going to go for prediction arrows, but that's okay. Unless he has freeze, he's not going to be taking that tower out. Let's go for the mortar here now, and then even go for a skeleton barrel. And that should be game. Good game. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to the next season. I'm going to post a ton of videos on the new evos and everything, and as well as give you guys some more top ladder pushes for the end of the season. So thank you so much for watching.